Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another episode of OffGrid Unlimited. So, Krisher just recently put up a video, I guess about 2 or 3 weeks ago, of his bow setup for the 2020 hunting season. As you know, Krisher's been bow hunting for 3 or 4 years now, heavily. So now it's my turn to get into bow hunting. This is going to be my very first bow hunting season. Haven't been out yet. I know a couple of y'all saw my other videos of me getting everything prepared, and I should be going down to hunt with Christopher here probably within the next week or 2 weeks tops. But anyways, I got the bow that I picked up for my very first bow, and how I do things is I always buy the best that I can afford at the time. It's not going to be the absolute pinnacle bow, but it's not going to be something where I'm going to have to buy a new bow in 2 or 3 years. That's just not how I do things, not how I operate. But anyways, I picked up a Matthews Triax. I actually got this bow from eBay, and I bought it with a 26.5-inch draw, and that draw actually worked out perfect for me when I went to go set it up. Another thing you'll notice is, speaking of setting up, I had a kisser button set up right here, and within, I guess, the first 150 shots or so, the actual kisser button, it just, basically took off my face almost. So I don't have a kisser button on it right now, and I guess, the reason I've been delaying this video is because I've probably put 2,000 shots through this bow. I just wanted to make sure, this is what I wanted to go with, and that I was comfortable with the bow before I decided to share with you what I end up getting. So basically, like I said, no kisser button. The peep sight's just a normal rubber peep sight, nothing special. Moving on for the rest, the arrow rest, this is a Matthews brand QAD rest. It's a little drop rest, and I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do, but from my understanding, what Krisher told me, very good deal I got, because it came with this QAD rest. I got a Trophy Ridge stabilizer. Now this is a secondhand stabilizer from Christopher. It's came off one of his other bows, and of course I got the the little wrist strap. I'm thinking about upgrading this. I'm thinking about getting something maybe 3 or 4 inches longer in the future, but as of right now, it's actually been doing a really good job for me. And of course, one thing that you'll notice for this bad boy is I got a massive sight on here. So this is going to be not only my deer hunting bow, but it's also going to be turned into an elk hunting bow. So we plan on doing an elk hunt hopefully this year. We're trying to get out west and go elk hunting, so I don't want to have to change sights and then spend the time to recalibrate a different sight. So I end up buying this. It's a Trophy Ridge React 1 single pin, and it goes anywhere from 10 yards to 100 yards just within just a click of a dial, basically. So I just pull this little lever down, and then I turn this other side here, and as you can see, when I turn, just watch this little metal pin. It's on 20 right now. It'll go to 30. It'll go all the way. It'll go all the way to 100. So that's one thing that I really invested in. It has nice little, windage knobs and stuff. So it's very adjustable, especially for elk hunting. So that's one thing that I really do enjoy. It also has like a little level there, so you're holding your bow steady. So basically, what are my reactions? So I know Christopher, I don't remember the exact name of his bow, but when we shoot side by side, this bow is extremely quiet, very stable, and it's actually pretty lightweight. So this is from cam to cam, it's 28 inches, because I was going to get a Matthews Halon 32.6, so a 32-inch cam to cam, but this one I think is a 28. So it's nice, and it's pretty compact. It's pretty lightweight, not very heavy at all, and I've probably put 2,000 or 3,000 rounds through it, and I have no problem holding the bow out for a very long period of time. I know I'll probably put 2 or 3 hours of shooting there. Speaking of shooting, with my bow setup, I end up getting this is a blackout. This is a blackout trigger. It's one of their, entry to mid-level ones. I think I picked it up at Cabela's for like $30, nothing special. But yeah, it's a blackout trigger. So for this season, this is what I'm going to be using because, you know, I've grown accustomed to it. You know, after shooting probably 2,000 or 3,000 shots, it works really well for me. You know, it's very comfortable, and I've kind of figured it out. But next year, I'll probably upgrade to a trigger. So yeah, I look forward to that. As far as arrows go, I just went with, I get X5 Envy, Blackout X5 Envy arrows. Now judge me if you want, but this is what the person that set up my bow at Cabela's suggested. And I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be like, you should have went and had your bow set up at a professional shop. Like, I know Christopher had his bow set up at a professional shop for him. He has a Triax now, so he had his set up at a professional shop, and they did a really good job. And so far, I really have no complaints with who set up mine, besides the whole kisser button thing. But yeah, he suggested X5 Envy arrows, so that's what I'm rocking with. Nothing special at this end. And one thing I like to point out here is these have blackout tips on them. These are fill grain tips. These are 100 grain, and Krisher also has the same exact tip, but he has a different arrow. And one thing that I'm going to point out real quick is I know on Krisher's arrow, I don't know if you can see that, on Christopher's, the actual shaft of the arrow doesn't go over the arrow tip. So what happens is when we was shooting together, every time I would go on the target, since this notch is below since this is below the actual shaft of the arrow, it was able to pull right out. But his field tip was up and out, and the shaft was a little bit lower, so it was actually getting stuck, and so like he was having to rip and pull. So I guess one little tip for me, you know, which is surprising, especially with bow hunting, is make sure your shaft and your field tip work out pretty good for you. We had the same ones, but mine I can pull out with one hand, and he has to sit there and fight it. So that's one thing, I guess, to look forward if you're still getting prepared for this season's hunt. Another thing is I had to obviously pick up a rangefinder. Krisher wouldn't let me leave Cabela's without picking one up, so I got one. I ended up going with the Leupold Marksman 1000. This is the step down from what Krisher has. Can't remember what exact model he has, but this is brand new, you know. So this is one of Leupold's brand new rangefinders, and you can never go wrong with Leupold. They sell probably the best binoculars in the game, and it comes with this pretty cool little case. So what I usually do is I kind of set up this case, this little tab right here on my pants on my left side, and I leave this unlocked. So whenever I'm ranging, I can literally just go right down the side of my leg and pull it out, and then, you know, I can range in, and then I can adjust my knob on my bow, and I can do it all, you know, pretty close proximity of myself, so I don't have to make big movements or, you know, struggle to get my rangefinder out. Other than that, I would say that's pretty much it. I think it's a very good looking bow. I really enjoy it. And hopefully I have it for many years to come. I can't remember. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. As far as quiver goes, I just went up and picked up like a $30 quiver that has a quick detach on the side here. It's in my other box right now. And then I think I picked up like 10 arrows. That would be it. So, okay guys, this is my bow setup, and basically kind of like my hunting setup for this year. Field tips. The field tips, I'm using 100 grain right now, and then I'll probably end up upgrading to 125 grain by the time elk season comes around. And then I'll have to obviously recalibrate and re-sight in my sight here. But right now I'm using 100 grains. I think they're blackout tips. They're fixed tips too. I'm not using the other tips that Krisher uses. I'm just going to use a solid fixed broadhead, and I think I don't remember the size, but I'm using a solid fixed broadhead for the tips. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's kind of like a lot in a very short amount of time. I feel like I've been talking a million miles an hour. But anyways, guys, please rate, comment, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to more content because we're pumping it out fast. See you guys.